Good morning. We are in this morning Luke chapter 22, verses 39 through 40. And let's just get right into this section here. It says, coming out, he, Jesus, went to the Mount of Olives as he was accustomed, and his disciples also followed him. When he came to the place, he said to them, pray that you may not enter into temptation. So, I want to take a moment and step back and take a deeper look into what temptation is. And so, he's telling us, he's giving us advice as to how to keep from being tempted. And I don't know about you, but I want all the advice and the help from the Lord as I can get with the whole concept of temptation. And so first, to take a little step back, what is temptation? We need to first go back to the Garden of Eden when we first saw this whole thing come to happen. But before we do that, let me tell you a little analogy, because basically, remember when you were a little kid, maybe you had an older sibling or whatnot, that someone that was a little bit older, a little bit more mature than you, that would say, maybe it was an uncle, and he would say, oh look, we're coming up on Christmas now. People would say, I bet Santa's coming, I see him right there. These different tricks. In our house, it was, for my kids, they would always say something like, Grandma Kay's at the door, something like that. And all the other kids, we have 4 kids, and they would all run for the door, and then they were disappointed because the grandma wasn't there, the grandpa wasn't there, that the thing that they were hoping for wasn't there because someone was trying to trick them. And after a few times of being tricked, they started to realize, hey, this is a trick. I don't want to be tricked. And that's the problem. Do you want to be tricked? That's what temptation is Satan or the demonic forces trying to actually trick you. And that's what happened back in the Garden of Eden when we saw Satan came to Eve, and he first told her some lines of scripture, and then he tried to twist it a bit, and hey, you're really not going to die like God said. Well, God said it. It's going to happen. Yeah, but you're not going to die. You're actually going to be better. You're going to grow bigger and stronger and wiser. Oh, and she got tricked. She thought, I want all these things. Can I have it? And so she said, yeah. And she ate of the fruit. She was tricked. But after she was tricked, she realized, after she sinned, man, the letdown was huge. And that's the thing with temptation, is we got to figure out, okay, where's it coming from? It's coming from Satan trying to trick us. Number 2, why? Why is Satan trying to trick you and me? And you got to understand this. Satan has a game plan. And now you have God, the Creator. He spoke the entire universe into creation. He spoke supernovas into creation and black holes and the most enormously amazing, powerful things into creation. He spoke your DNA into creation. All of this intricate things that we cannot figure out. He spoke it into creation. Now Satan knows, he's not stupid, okay? He knows he cannot defeat Creator God, right? So he's trying to come up with a game plan. How do I hurt this incredibly enormous thing, God? How can I hurt him? God made one thing where he became vulnerable. One time, this incredibly strong God became vulnerable because he said that his most favorite loved thing is people. You and me, sinful, disgusting, ugly, awful people like us. But he said he loved us and cherished us and was willing to sell everything he had to purchase us. Wow. But once he said that, Satan knew he had a new game plan. How can I hurt God? It's by hurting you, and it's hurting me. That's why he's doing it. I don't think Satan really gives a care about us, if he hurts us or not. But what he does care about is how he can hurt God. And so Satan tries to attack and hurt God by hurting you and hurting me, tricking us into temptation, into sin, into breaking God's laws. God's not telling you these things to hurt you. He's telling them for your good. And he tells us in the Bible things that we shouldn't do, the 10 Commandments. I think of, 1 Thessalonians 4:3. And this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you should abstain from all sexual immorality. God is very clear. He has things he wants for us to do, and he has things he wants for us not to do. And it's not to keep some good thing from you. That's the trick and the lie of Satan. It's actually to give you more of the good things that you actually want in your life. Trust God. Look to God. He's got a good plan for your life. Say no to the tricks of Satan. And stay tuned. Next time we're going to be talking more about how we can have victory over temptation, over sin. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Oh, wait. I was waiting to catch you. Thank you so much for staying. This is so important. If you like the video, I want you to like it, subscribe, and this is the important part. Share it with your friends so that they can like it too. Cool? Thanks. Now I'm going to race and beat them.